Welcome to OJRHS Promenade 2019. And here comes our first striking couple. We have Mr. Avi Ganguly, a junior at Renaissance Academy, being escorted by Allison Scott, a senior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Erin Cage, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Trey Campbell, a freshman at Penn State Berks. Our next couple is the beautiful Miss Aislinn Eberhard, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Cameron Angelilli, a senior of 2019, also at OJRHS. And next is the lovely Miss Grace Saunders, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Dan Kucharik, also a senior. Our next handsome couple is Miss Kylie Hershey, a senior, escorted by Mr. Daniel White, a senior from Pennsbury High School. And next, entering very dramatically, we have Miss Chalice DeRossi from OJRHS, escorted by Mr. Wyeth Casperate, a senior at OJ. And next is the lovely Miss Anna Wentz, a senior, escorted by Mr. Corey Davis, also a senior. And next we have the resplendent Miss Brooke McDevitt, a junior at Pottsgrove, escorted by Mr. Arnaldo Montagano, a senior at OJ. And our next couple is Miss Abby Hannis, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Ben Clyte, a senior at Springford. And next we have the beautiful Miss Michaela Johnson, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Zachary Engelhardt, also a senior. And next we have the radiant Miss Natalie Furch, a senior, escorted by Mr. Michael Langley, a 2018 graduate. And our next striking couple is Mr. Peter Lynch, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Andrew Christoforou, also a junior. And our next couple is the lovely Miss Catherine Servi, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Garrett Hale, also a senior at OJRHS. Our next couple is the beautiful Miss Alexis Moore, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Nick Speakman Vigiano, a junior at OJRHS. And next we have the beautiful Miss Capri Norris, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Jackson Gelting, also a junior. And next we have the radiant Miss Taylor Blasek, a senior, escorted by Mr. Gavin Frederick, a junior at OJ. And our next striking couple is Miss Cameron Cooper, a junior, escorted by Miss Caitlin Snively, also a junior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Thomas Reynolds, a junior, escorted by Gianna Flora, a senior at Phoenix Valeria High School. Our next couple is the lovely Miss Emily Lane, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Nick Lehman, also a junior. And next we have the lovely Miss Lillian Layton, a junior, escorted by Mr. Quincy Allum, a sophomore at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Gabrielle Schrader, a junior, escorted by Mr. Carver Layton, a sophomore at OJ. Hi. And next we have the radiant Miss Taylor Probert, a class of 2018 at OJ, escorted by Mr. Trevor McVicker. Our next couple is the lovely Miss Paige Dinius, a senior, escorted by Mr. Gavin Hendershot, a 2018 graduate of OJ. And next we have the handsome Mr. Eli Ruiz, 2019 senior at OJRHS. And next we have the beautiful Miss McGinley Jones, a senior at Haverford High School, escorted by Mr. Kyle Waldorf, a senior at OJ. And our next radiant couple is Miss Liv Lafferty, a junior, escorted by Miss Aubrey Zegstru, a junior at Twin Valley High School. And our next couple is the beautiful Miss Sarah Freed, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Sam Deal, also a junior at OJ. And our next striking couple is Miss Olivia Montesano, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Alex Fonder, a sophomore at Temple University. And our next handsome couple is Miss Maddie Hill, a junior, escorted by Mr. Sam Cool, also a junior at OJ. And our next couple is the radiant Miss Kirsten Longworth, a sophomore at OJ, escorted by Mr. Cameron Warren, a junior at OJ. And next we have Miss Ev Barrett, escorted by Mr. Jack Murray, a senior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Gabrielle Center, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Dylan Montero, also a senior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Kate Capuccio, a senior at Westtown School, escorted by Mr. Connor Kirk, a senior at OJ Roberts. And next we have the resplendent Miss Maddie Eisenberg, a senior, escorted by Mr. Ben Karpinski, also a senior. And next we have the beautiful Miss Mariana Ambrosi, a senior, escorted by the dashing Mr. Sam Coroniti, also a senior. And next we have the breathtaking Miss Caitlin McGee, a senior, escorted by the most dashing Michael Marr, also a senior. And next we have quite a breathtaking trio. First we have Miss Morgan Pritchard, who is a senior, and in the middle is Miss Maddie Dalton, and finally the lovely Miss Annie Hillegas, all seniors at OJ. And next we have the striking Miss Emma Kratz, a senior, being escorted by the handsome Mr. Gavin Brown, also a senior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Abigail Feely, a senior at OJ, escorted by the dashing Mr. Andrew Deedy, also a senior at OJ. And next we have the striking Miss Meredith Mutter, a junior, escorted by Mr. Anthony Medovic, also a junior at OJ. Our next couple is the radiant Miss Isa Sykes, a senior at OJ, escorted by Miss Emily Fisher, a junior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Lily Minor, a junior at OJ, escorted by the striking Miss Eli Gutierrez, also at OJ. And next we have the effervescent Miss Brinley Beveridge, a senior, escorted by Mr. Kyle Storty, a junior at OJ. And next we have the very handsome Mr. Ethan Shea, a senior at OJ Roberts High School. And next we have the beautiful Miss Maria Monteleone, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Sam Willis, also a junior at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Angelina Betcher, a junior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Cole Bechtel, a sophomore at OJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Delaney Youngblood, a first grader at North Coventry Elementary School, escorted by the most handsome Mr. Liam Kelly, a kindergartner at St. Aloysius. And next we have the radiant Miss Kelsey Hensel, a senior at OJ, escorted by Mr. Brady Wolsosinski, a junior at Conrad Weiser. And next we have the lovely Miss Audrey Farnham, a senior, escorted by the handsome Mr. Scott Honecker, also a senior at OJ. And next we have the radiant Miss Hannah Rasmussen, a sophomore at ONJ, escorted by Mr. Jack Conti, a junior. And next we have the beautiful Miss Marley Filling, a senior, escorted by Mr. Kyle McKinley, who graduated ONJ Roberts. And next we have the radiant Miss Molly O'Brien, a senior, escorted by Mr. Jacob Dunleavy, a junior at ONJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Caitlin Walk, a senior at ONJ Roberts High School. And next is the striking Mr. Isaac Motter, a senior of the class of 2019. And next we have the beautiful Miss Jessica Janda, who is a junior at ONJ Roberts High School. Our next couple is the lovely Miss Rebecca Brown, a senior at ONJ, escorted by Mr. Jacob Wood, also a senior at ONJ. And our next lovely couple is Miss Anna Campbell, a senior, escorted by Miss Andrea Calamaro, also a senior. And next we have a striking couple, Miss Jessica Gatebush, a junior, escorted by Miss Alyssa Mears, a sophomore at ONJ. And next we have the striking Miss Bella Medovich, a junior at ONJ, escorted by Mr. Will Blackledge, also a junior at ONJ. And next we have the lovely Miss Isabella Mose, a junior, escorted by Mr. Jordan Zakharevitz, a senior at ONJ. And next we have the beautiful Miss Leah Stevens from Chaparral, escorted by Mr. Samuel Bellata, a senior at ONJ Roberts. And our next couple is the lovely Miss Meredith Fitzgerald, a senior at ONJ, escorted by the handsome Mr. Matt Shimkonis, also a senior. And our next couple is the beautiful Miss J.C. Kaplan, escorted by Mr. Christopher Williams.